Hello whiskey lovers and welcome to another one of Mark's Whiskey Ramblings. Today, Nc'nean. Now I know I've talked about Nc'nean before. I've done some head-to-head with some batches before, and while this will probably air when Nc'nean is at batch 15 or something like that, because it's quite hard to keep pace with all these new releases. But then again, every batch is only 5,040 bottles strong, but still they're going very strong at Nc'nean, and rightfully so. But if an aperitif style whiskey is up your alley, like it is for me, then this will be your cup of tea. Because today I would like to put batch 8 and batch 9 head to head, and there's a very good reason for that, so bear with me. Now, as said before, every batch is 5,040 bottles strong. I once asked Annabelle Thomas, the founder and owner of the Nc'nean distillery, why, and she said, well, it's a better number to remember than just 5,000. But I think there's more to it. I think it actually has to do with the fact that, well, when they ship bottles, it's always in cases of 6. So 5,040, that makes sense because you can divide that by 6, I suppose. Now, why batch 8 and batch 9? There is a specific reason for that. As you are probably aware, every single batch of Nc'nean, the regular single malt, is composed of 65% STR cask, which is shaved, toasted, recharred wine casks. And then on the other hand, you have 35% of bourbon, classic bourbon casks, right? So both of them are, as they always do at Nc'nean, bottled for the regular single malt at least at 46% ABV. But there is a specific reason why I wanted to put batch 8 and 9 head to head, and this is why. Let me first start with batch number 8. Batch number 8, like I said, bottled at 46, again a bright golden, clings nicely to the glass. Here we go. Yes, the Nc'nean DNA is clearly present here. I get sweet malt and honey. I get soft pepper. There's a floral note to it again. Some nougat, a hint of pomelo and peach. This is again one of those lovely Nc'nean aperitif style single malts. Batch number 9 now. Interesting. Also at 46%. But this is quite different, and that's why I wanted to talk about batch 9. This is quite different, and I'm not sure what happened there, because this as well is 65% STR casks and 35% bourbon cask, but this is quite creamy, and I get vanilla and caramel, citrus fruit, chestnuts. That's new. It's quite herbal on ferns and eucalyptus, making this really stands out from all the other batches I've had so far. It is quite different indeed. Less playful, but more complex. Quite interesting indeed. Well, on the palate, batch number 8. This is why I love Nc'nean so much. It is nougat, citrus, a bit more pepper than usual though. Hazelnuts. This is spring in my glass. This is a perfect aperitif style whiskey, and this is why I have in fact fallen in love with Nc'nean. But batch number 9 on the palate. Again, eucalyptus, vanilla, but bergamot, lime, some nuts, some white pepper. This is wonderfully different from the classic batches, to be honest. I get some licorice as well, some tannins in there. Quite different indeed. Wow. On the finish. Batch number 8, it's medium long, sweet, a bit playful in fact, and again, a typical aperitif style Scotch. But the finish of batch number 9. Go away, you fruit fly. It's the malt that attracts the fruit flies. I'm here on my terrace with a bit of green around me, meaning that a lot of fruit flies are about. The finish on batch number 9. Different indeed. It is sweet, but it's not as playful. It's quite long, in fact, and it is surprisingly spicy. It's almost as if this batch is blessed with casks that gave up a bit more tannins without becoming oaky. Definitely, this is not oaky. Don't get me wrong, but the tannins add a little bitterness, as if from the pith of a grape. It's just more. Let me put it this way. Batch 8 is great, but batch 9 is very, very fine. Did I? Batch 8 is great, batch 9 is very fine. I'm a friggin' poet. I'm not that much of a poet on Monday mornings, though. That would be like, Monday mornings are hard, the bed is soft, coffee. That doesn't even rhyme, but on a Sunday afternoon like today, it's like, batch 8 is great, batch 9 is very fine. Crazy. Oh, sorry about that. Sorry. It remains very lovely, batch 8. It remains the typical, classical, if you can call it that already, Nc'nean aperitif style whiskey. That also works very well in cocktails. But batch 9 is a bit of the odd one out, in my opinion, which makes it quite a bit more interesting than the regular batches, if I can call them that. Batch 9 is supposed to be a regular batch, but it's got more tannins, it's got more depth, more broadness, it's got more. There's more going on here. So I'm not sure who created this batch, Annabelle and Matt and the rest of the team at Nc'nean, but this is definitely one of my favorite batches so far. All right, and that, my friends, is all for this Whiskey Rambling. And I hope to see you at one of Mark's Whiskey Ramblings real soon. And until then, may the malt be with you.